First of all, I would like to express my heartfelt condolences to the family, friends, and loved ones of Bill Gwatney, who was the chair of the Democratic Party of Arkansas. He was brutally gunned down this past Wednesday in Little Rock, and I am certain that all of my fellow Amendment 2 Democrats feel as I do in expressing our condolences to all Arkansas Democrats, including those who Bill Gwatney cared for, and we wish all of you nothing but the best in the days ahead. We're thinking about you. That said, my wife and I were having a conversation about Gwatney's murder a few days ago, and she told me, it's difficult to be a Democrat these days. I had to think about it for a moment, but not for too long, because she was dead on. All I had to do was look in the headlines. All I had to do was see how Virginia's Democratic governor, Tim Kaine, has been the target of no less than 2 credible threats on his life within the past few months. All I have to do is look back to June the 27th, when an unemployed truck driver stormed into a Knoxville, Tennessee church and gunned down 2 of its parishioners with a shotgun before he was subdued and arrested. The church in question had liberal policies on various social issues, including gay rights, and this man who stormed the church was taught to blame them for his unemployment. Then there's the anthrax attacks of 2001. Anthrax letters mailed to Tom Daschle and Patrick Leahy, both of them Democratic U.S. senators. No such letters that I know of mailed to any Republican legislators. So, in the aftermath of Bill Gwatney's brutal murder, his family is grieving. His fellow Arkansas Democrats are seeking solace in each other's arms. And the rest of us across America, we're just looking for meaning in the absence of a hard motive. And then there are voices within the gun control lobby who are also seeking an opening in which to introduce new restrictive gun laws in the aftermath of the monumental D.C. versus Heller ruling by the Supreme Court. These laws, if passed, would deliver control of Congress back into the hands of the Republicans, who've proven themselves woefully unable to tackle the many ills of our nation, from skyrocketing fuel costs to emergency disaster relief, from a broken healthcare system to our current mortgage crisis. And yet, time and again, I am told that if I want to see fundamental change in how America does things, if I want to see a Democratic majority, I have to swallow my pride and go along with the gun control lobby. I am told over and over that if I want to legally purchase a firearm every 25 days instead of every month, if I want to own a handgun that holds 11 shots instead of 10, if I want to own a rifle that comes with a pistol grip for better accuracy and better stability, I am routinely derided as not being sensible. In light of our nation's many ills, I do not see what is sensible about allowing the status quo to continue on for another 4 years under a Republican president and possibly a Republican House and Senate. And the arguments of the gun control lobby do not address the social political climate in which crimes against Democrats are allowed to flourish. Guns didn't kill those Democrats. Guns didn't kill those liberals and progressives. Hatred did. An irrational hatred. Ignited by a weakened economy and a higher cost of living. Fueled by the forces of bigotry and ignorance and intolerance, who are always looking for someone to blame other than themselves. My wife believes that we're in a cold civil war with the extreme political and religious right, and she dreads the day that this war becomes hot. It doesn't have to be this way. We can stop the coming war before it starts. We can diffuse the hate. We can foster more of a sense of brotherhood and tolerance. We can only do that by getting Barack Obama in the White House and by keeping the House and the Senate in Democratic hands. This way we get more jobs, we get better health care, a lower cost of living index, better education for our children, more opportunity for the little guy to make his mark in the world, to succeed. But only by electing Democrats can we get all this. If we push for more restrictive gun laws, however, no matter how good the campaign promises are of Democrats, they will be hurt by pushes for more gun control. And that means that the cycle of violence and hate will continue, because you know the Republicans will not be in any position to stop it. That means more grieving families, more candlelight vigils, more people screaming, why? Why did this have to happen? Why couldn't it have been stopped? All because somehow, somewhere down the line, the majority of my fellow Democrats failed to realize that the Second Amendment is indeed part of a package deal, and that the Constitution and the Bill of Rights are compromised if the Second Amendment is not honored and guaranteed. It is in the best interests of my party and in the best interests of my nation that Democrats drop the current paradigm of gun control. You want to stop gun violence? I'm with you. You want to stop gun ownership? We're going to have words. The gun control lobby continues to ask our elected representatives, what are you going to do about gun violence? I ask the gun control lobby, what the hell have you done?